It's Monday, December 2nd, and this is day 2 of Vlogmas. I got through day 1. So, we have no plans for the day. I don't think we're going to be going out. It's supposed to be pretty miserable out later. They're calling for some snow later on this evening. I don't know if we'll get it, but it's definitely going to be rainy, icy. So I think we're better off just staying inside today. So we'll see what the day brings. I was debating, should I get a real tree or put up my artificial one? And I'm pretty much going to, I think I've decided to put up my artificial. It's a less problems, easier to take care of, and it's here. I can just go in the garage and get it, put it together, and I think that's a good project for a rainy, gray Monday. And probably gonna do some knitting. And today's laundry day. Do laundry. One of the things I always do on a Monday is change the sheets on our bed. And that's going to be the project. Like it's a big deal, right? So I don't know what I'll make today. Maybe some fingerless gloves or another elf. I'm not sure. But we'll see. It's about 7:30. I'm still a little sleepy. I hope I perk up for later in the day. See you later. Okay, so it's time for me to open day 2 of Advent. I have 2 Advents. One is from Chelsea Yarns, Chelsea Lux, Christina. And the other one is from Victoria Knits. Now, Victoria and I were participating in Joey's Scarf, that's my podcast, mini skein swap. And she sent to me, and it was 12 skeins. And I was going to wait till the last 12 days of Christmas, but what I decided to do is on every even day I would open one of hers. So I get to open 2 today. So I'm going to open Victoria's first. And I put all my Advents in this basket. This is a Longaberger basket that I've had forever. And we're going to look. So Victoria is day 1. I'm going to open day 1 of Victoria's. Day 1. And it's pretty heavy. So let's see what's in here. Ah. How nice. Oh. It's beautiful. Sweater weather. Look at this. Oh my goodness, how pretty. And look at it, matches the cup. Oh, that is gorgeous. Thank you, Victoria. I love this. Really nice. It's got the sparkles in it. So pretty. And the cup, I love the cup. Perfect. Now, on Victoria's day 2 of her Vlogmas, she did something that I thought was really neat. She took all of her coffee mugs out of a cabinet and put all Christmas coffee mugs in. And she also put all Christmas dishes in her cupboard. And that was a very neat idea. I liked watching that. Okay, so now I'm going to look for day 2 of Christina of Chelsea Lux Yarns. So here's her, day 2. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, pretty. This is called Peaches. Oh my goodness, her yarn is so soft. This is 80% merino, 20% nylon. Look at that. So pretty. Really pretty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little ornaments and put these in the ornaments to hang from my tree. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so these are the ornaments that I bought in Michael's yesterday. And they're just two halves, and they click together. So I'm going to put Chelsea's yarn in there. And I think I have some glitter stuff that I can throw in there. Glitter. Throw a couple of strands of that in there. Confetti. Make it look pretty. Let's do it this way. Okay, let's put this in here. Put them together. And there we have it. It's cute, right? And then I'll string some string and hang it from the garland that I have on the fireplace. That's one. Now we're going to see if I'm victorious. This one, let's see if it'll fit. I think it should fit. Okay. And there's the one from Victoria. So I'm going to hang these 2 later on from the garland. It's cute. Okay. So I'm really liking this Advent stuff. It's really fun. And I guess I'm kind of hooked on it now. I want to do it again next year, I think. Anyway, so I did put up the tree today. I put it together, went with the artificial, and I don't know, I must have hurt my back because I was very achy putting that tree up. I had to keep stopping and resting because my back was just killing me. But I got it up and we put the lights on. Ross helped me, and that's always a chore for me because they never come out the way I want them to. But they're on, and that's the way they're going to stay. And I'll show you pictures of that somewhere along this video. And yeah, so that's what we did today. We put the tree up, put the lights on, and it stopped raining for a little bit. It was really pouring this morning and into the early afternoon. We decided to take advantage of in between the raindrops, and we went out for lunch. And we went to a favorite place of ours called Lefty's, and it's 5 minutes down the road. It's a little pub kind of place, and you can always count on a good meal there. So we did that. And yeah, now we're waiting for the big storm that's supposed to be coming. I didn't put any of the decorations on the tree yet. I just didn't have the energy today, so I think I'm going to save that for tomorrow. And little by little, we'll get it done. some little knitting, a little bit of knitting. We have a Ravelry group for the podcast called Joey's Scarf Podcast, and we are doing a knit along, make along, can knit or crochet, a cardigan sweater, and it's running until January 15th, somewhere around there. And Jan from Jan's Crafty Crochet and I are hosting it. And okay, the sweater I'm making is the Throwback by Andrea Mowry. It's slow going. Color work, which I'm not, kind of a novice at the color work, but I tried it, and this is how it's turning out. Now I know my tension is not right because of the puckering here, but I decided to leave it, and it'll maybe look like it belongs. It's supposed to pucker because I'm not taking this out. But that's all the color work is done now, and I separated for the sleeves, so now it's just a matter of knitting and about 8 inches for the body, and that's going to take me a while. But this is, I like the colors, and the next time I do color work, I'll know better about the tension. And I think I know what I did wrong. I carried too many I carried floats for too many stitches. I should have tacked them along the way. But I'll know that for next time. So the yarn I'm using is Gems Worsted, and it is Louette. And this color is Fern Green. That's the main body of the sweater. And then the color work, I'm using Cascade 220 Superwash, and it's just superwash wool. But those are all the colors, so I had these colors that I was using for the color work. So that's my progress on the sweater, and maybe I will pick it up every once in a while and knit a couple of rows. But there's still time for you to join if you'd like to join in on our knit along. There's still over a month to go, and there's really some nice sweaters going on, and it's fun. We're having a lot of fun doing it. So why don't you check it out? Joey's Scarf, and it's the Linda and Jan's cardigan sweater knit along. So the color work didn't take up that much yarn, and so I'm going to have a lot of yarn left over from the color work, and I decided to make some fingerless gloves with some of them, with some of the yarn, and I still had this much left over, even more than that. So I made these. They came out really nice, and the yarn is really nice. It's very soft. I blocked these, and it just very, very soft. Just a plain pattern. I used this pattern, Magic Loop Fingerless Mitts, and I wanted to use the Magic Loop method because I don't like to use double points. I find the Magic Loop much easier for me, and the pattern was really easy to follow. Wait a minute, let me back up. I'm lying. The pattern has a design in it, and it's called a cross stitch design. Cross stitch. Okay, the pattern calls for a cross stitch design, and it's pretty. I couldn't figure it out. I just could not figure it. She gives instructions, but I'm the type that I have to see it. I guess I could have looked it up on YouTube, but I decided to just go plain and not put a design on the palm or the hand. I wanted a quick knit, and I struggled with that particular stitch, so I decided to just go plain. And I like the way these came out. And since the mitts are not going to take up all of the yarn, I decided to I'm going to make a scarf. So the scarf is just going to be, it's a 1x1 rib. And I'm just going to, as I finish up a skein, I'm going to add it to the scarf. So I'll have all these different colors in the scarf. And I'm probably going to have some green left over too, so I'll add that too. And that's what I'm doing. So that's my knitting for today. And I think I'm going to go outside. It's freezing out, but I'm going to go out and take a picture of the pond for my remains of the day segment. And I guess that'll be it. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.